Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this, it is Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. I'm wearing an appropriate shirt. As you can see Mickey here. Let's see, can I zoom this down? Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. I'm using the gimbal on the new DJI Osmo 3 that I got. Wearing an appropriate Mickey shirt. Of course, this is from the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World from a few years ago. But I'm heading to Hollywood Studios. Little learning curve here with the camera. Rock and Roller Coaster has just reopened. Most likely Aerosmith is still in there. Steven Tyler with his weird digital finger that they inserted when he was doing his little, when he's doing the shocker, has been changed years ago. There's always strong rumors that Aerosmith is going to eventually go away in there, but so far, Aerosmith is holding strong. I booked a Lightning Lane, I booked a Genie Plus. Also, I do not know the ins and outs of it. I haven't really researched it too much, but I know Genie Plus is going away sooner than later. I think in the next month or so. So I'm utilizing Genie Plus today. Purchased, I believe it was $29, $25 or $29. It was under $30 for the Genie Plus. I've already booked one Lightning Lane for Hollywood Tower. So that'll be the first attraction I'm going to do. But mostly the reason I'm going is to hopefully get on Rock and Roller Coaster and also test out this new camera on some rides, some attractions, some dark rides, some movement, and some non-sunlight and in some shadowy areas. I heard this is really good in low light. I'm going to see how that goes. Good to have you here. I appreciate you tagging along. I'm inviting you to join me, if you so choose. Shall you? This is also the camera's first look at the Mickey Power Pole. Where's it at? Where is he? Oh, I see him right there. The zoom kind of threw me off. Doesn't go all the way in. That's as far as it goes. Yeah, this is definitely going to take a little getting used to. I'm starting to get the hang of it. A learning curve. Definitely a learning curve, right, Big the Foot? Also kind of curious to see how long the battery lasts. I did not receive yet, it should be here by today or tomorrow. I ordered an extended battery that plugs in the bottom of this, but I did not receive it yet, so I'll just film until the battery's done. I think my Lightning Lane's already about 10 minutes from right now. My Lightning Lane is already enabled, well, will be enabled by the time I get in the park and walk over to the Hollywood Tower. I should be able to get and drop in over there, and then right after that or around that same time frame be able to book the next Lightning Lane, which hopefully, I like to do Slinky Dog, but I don't know if that's going to happen because those things are gone like instantly. Get on Rock and Roller Coaster. Those are the two. If I could just do, well, Mickey Minnie Runaway would be good too. It'd be a good test for the low light on this. So those would be the three I would like to do. Rock and Roller Coaster, Hollywood Tower, and Mickey and Minnie. And if Slinky Dog works out, fine, but I don't know if it will. The Hollywood Tower Hotel. Obviously, I did not take the tram. I walked it. Noticing this has a lot wider screen than the G7X I've been using. And it's kind of interesting because you can kind of point. So as I'm walking, I'm adjusting the gimbal, so you notice it's going up, down. This is me using the little toggle switch on it. So it kind of looks like a joystick controller of sorts, where, you know, a point and shoot does not have that. So you can turn to where your head wants to look by going this way, but then that really doesn't adjust it. Like this, because it's on the gimbal, I am shifting it to and fro, but it doesn't actually look like it is because the gimbal is keeping it level. The toggle switch is what you have to utilize. You have to use that joystick toggle switch in order for it to. Anyway, again, I keep using the word learning curve, but yeah, when you use something for many years, and then you switch to something else, it's a little different. And we'll give it a try from this with my mouth kind of up towards the front of the camera and see if that kind of dulls out the background noise or not. Ah yes, off in the distance, there it is, the iconic Hollywood Tower Hotel, walking down Sunset. Now it's showing standby 30 minutes. Again, I have the Lightning Lane Genie Plus, so it shouldn't probably only be a 10-minute wait for me. Let me use the gimbal. Let me back this up. Shift the gimbal over this way, and yes, Okay, having an issue right here. Having an issue with, see, like again, it's kind of tough to get to figure. It looks like Rockin' is open. Such a beautiful sight. I'm really glad. I really like the Guardians overlay. Well, now it's a completely new ride out at DCA, Disney California Adventure. But I'm really glad they left the original Hollywood Tower here because it just fits in so well here. Oh, that's kind of cool. You know, I noticed this before, but I'm always in such a rush to get in this. And notice how the Hollywood Tower hotel sign, it kind of starts to glimmer. So right now it shows it like this, and now it's going to start kind of having the twinkling lights are going to start to kind of appear through. Maybe, so it's kind of, well, maybe it's not doing it. Okay, it should be going in any, there it goes, there it goes. See, it's starting to show up on camera. Oh, there it goes. It kind of goes through the Twilight Zone tower, not just the Hollywood Tower, but it might be hard to see during the day, but yeah. All right, I just booked Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway for a little bit after this, like an hour or so after this, I can go on Mickey and Minnie. There still was no virtual, or lightning lane, I should say, to go on Hollywood Tower, but at least there was one for Mickey and Minnie. So, okay, so I'm holding this standard, and I'm actually I'm not even turning the camera at all. This is all done by the gimbal, right here. All right, so far, I wouldn't call this extreme low light, but definitely a little bit of low light right there. See how it looks on the signage here. And let's see how it looks over at the elevators. All right, that's going around. Now we'll try to swirl it around on me as I walk in here. Kind of get... So I heard there is a low light feature on this, but I do not have that turned on. I've heard it's like really kind of about the same as if you were just using it normally. This door here is like something you would see Leatherface come out from behind
Top right.
Top right. All the way in the corner over here. Looks pretty good. Going through the dark ride area. Through the dark ride area. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? First impression of using this in a theme park, just the way the gimbal works and not being able to just turn your hand where you want to see things. I don't know if this is a really good theme park vlog camera, to be honest. That's what I'm thinking. Now as I get used to it a little more, my opinion might change on that, but really, like if I wanted to look over here real quick, it doesn't completely go to the spot I want it to look. So you have to like use your hand to turn and then also use the little joystick gimbal thing. I don't know. But it does appear to work pretty well in the low light though. I just don't like this whole using the gimbal thing. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely, yeah, not super into it. All right, no lightning lane available right now. They were all booked up or they're not available for Rock and Roller Coaster. Standby, however, was 55 minutes. Maybe I'll do that or single rider. All right, single rider time. It's single rider time. Let's see how long this takes. Usually it's not the best idea to do single rider on rocking because it takes longer, but I'm gonna chance it and see what happens. I'm walking and adjusting the, no, there's a pretty good sized single rider line. Probably shouldn't, honestly. All right, single rider initiated. I'll let you know how long it takes. I'm guessing a half hour. Single rider on this takes a while. All right, change of plans. This is the regular line. It says 55 minutes. I've had bad luck with the single rider. It's like the only single rider ride at Disney that has the worst luck with. So I'm gonna get in the regular line, which I think is gonna move faster than the single rider. Heck it, I'm gonna just do the regular line. All right, I am in the regular line now. That's the single rider up there, which is not really moving. So I got in the regular line, which is right here. Yeah, it's also interesting, even though I paid the almost $25 to $30 for the light. Oh, we can't see. Yeah, but as I was saying, isn't it interesting, even though you pay the $25, $30 lightning lane, at 11 a.m. there's none left for coaster or Slinky Dog. I gotta say, I am probably gonna be on here in half the time with the single rider line. So heads up, single rider on, oh, so Slinky Dog. Single rider on Rock and Roller Coaster, not the best option, unless you just peek in to see there's only a couple people in single rider, then do it. But if there's any line for single rider, it takes a long time. So get in the standard line, if it's less than like 45 minutes to an hour. And just as I expected, this is moving very, very quick in the regular standby line. It's gonna be like 10 to 15 minutes before I get in to see the first pre-show area. Moving fast. This is kind of interesting too. They have almost like big bass strings. Supposed to be guitar string because it is 6 strings. These remind me of like bass strings. And whenever I played bass, I never used a pick. I always used my finger. So, all right, to this point right here, 9 minutes to get to this point. About to go in the room to see Aerosmith in the pre-show. 9 minutes in the regular standby.
I heard that. Where is my dues? Send them all with you?
Hey Steven, how about some backstage passes?
Where
Backstage passes. Make sure you head all the way forward, all the way in, crossing that yellow line.
Pasaron de la raya. Es como que ponen el otro extremo. Y es como que a los nenes les
say 8, 19, 19 minutes total. 19 minutes by the time I got into standby and where I'm at now. 19 minutes. I was passing, well, I was looking at when I was walking into line, people still in the single rider line, so just a heads up. Non-single rider for the win. If it's like, if it says an hour, it said 55 minutes, but really it was 19 minutes to get to this point. 9 minutes to get to the pre-show. Got my backstage passes, my stretch limo, pulling into the station. You did it, man.
Yup. That was nice.
Fast.
Yeah. It's a quick one.
It just reopened like a day or two ago.
Oh, okay.
Been closed for like 6 months, yeah.
Oh, okay. They redid the thing.
They didn't really redo anything. They just maintenance, I guess.
Maintenance? Oh, okay.
Man, I forgot how fast that was. That blast off is something else. Got some backstage passes. Got a stretch limo here. Woo! Love it. Now we're arriving at the Aerosmith concert. Oh, look, there's even a red carpet here. I've never noticed a red carpet before. That's pretty cool. It's back. It's back. Oh, it's good to see too. They didn't remodel the gift shop too much, but up here, there's an old drum case up here, and there's some interesting. Look, this was actually an active band drum case. I'll point out some of the bands that are on there. Surprisingly, that you would not see at a Disney park. You wouldn't think some of those would be up there. But let me show those up there. They actually, when they were probably set dressing this, they ended up just taking a real drum case. Now you kind of have to look closely, but there's a face-to-face sticker. Great great band face-to-face, Don't Turn Away. Great album, early Fat Record stuff, and then went on to major label and all that. There's also an SNFU, which is amazing that Disney has an SNFU. And if you look up here, there's a House of Pain sticker right up there. Fine Malt Lyrics, House of Pain up there. Of course, their most famous song, Jump Around. But it's also interesting that's all up there. You got another SNFU sticker right there. Second SNFU sticker up there. The singer of SNFU passed away a couple of years ago. Can't remember what his name was. I think it was like Cheese something. A great frontman. I saw them at Fairbanks Inn years ago in the 90s in Orlando. FBI. Amazing show. Great band. Great frontman. I was not Wazowski'd on the rock and roller coaster photo, however. Turned out pretty good. I got a nice little action pose there, blasting off, and I forgot how really thrilling that whole that original launch is. I love that ride. I love it so much. I'm glad it's back. From what I could tell, they didn't really have any major changes to it. Aerosmith is still in there, obviously, but yeah, didn't see any major changes, but still a great ride. Glad it's back. And it's back a little early. I think it wasn't supposed to open until the end of July, and they reopened it earlier than they said they were going to, so glad I was in town for it. Over into Starbucks now, a little exhilarating ride, and now an exhilarating piping hot caffeinated beverage incoming. I love the theming through here, how it's all themed around all the different gears and mechanical elements of its counterpart that it's based on in LA. I don't know, I just love how when they built MGM Studios, how much detail they put into this place that a lot of people don't pay much attention to. So many of the facades and interiors are based on real places in SoCal and Los Angeles, more specifically. Look up here, you can even see some like electrical power. I never noticed those before up there. There's a power box up there, and there's like a little power grid right there with the power going into there. That's so cool. Check that out. That actually looks like corner of Hollywood and Highland up there on that photo. Looks like Hollywood and Highland with an old trolley or old streetcar going by. Coffee achieved. Yeah, it was nice. The barista put Adam with an exclamation point on there as well. So that was kind of nice of them. Got some bubbles up here flowing through the streets of corner of connecting Sunset and Hollywood Boulevard. There's the Cahuenga building right there on the corner, recreation of that. Also the Max Factor building right there, wedged in between this one, and of course, the iconic Chinese Theater. And one of my favorite things here, the cameraman sculpture, which is an exact recreation of the one outside Warner Brothers next to the restaurant that's outside the WB lot called the Smokehouse. It's right outside there. This is an exact recreation placed here a few years after that one was created. So coast to coast cameraman sculptures. Got a few minutes until I go over to Mickey and Minnie Runaway. So I'm going to walk underneath this archway, which was the focal point of a lot of photos back when it was Disney MGM Studios. Hundreds of well, not hundreds, but multiple dozens of press photos could be seen in front of this thing. When it looked a little bit different, it was always the square archway, but it had Disney MGM Studios on it. But you could see Eisner, Bette Midler, Macaulay Culkin, a cast of other cavalcade of characters and people in front of this thing over the years, back in the day. Soon, I don't know if they've announced a date yet, but they will be reopening the Voyage of the Little Mermaid. I think it might be called something else. They might like twist the words around a little bit or add a word to it, but they're going to have a new show coming into the old spot where the Voyage of the Little Mermaid used to be. That's going to be pretty dang exciting when that opens. I love the Little Mermaid. That and Beauty and the Beast, just to kind of like that era. I watched those movies so many times. My sister and I had little bonding moments where we were always watching those movies. Little Mermaid was her favorite. Beauty and the Beast was mine. And we watched them probably a couple times a week, both of them, just over and over and over. We used to quote the music, sing the songs. Just good memories from when I was younger. Which means they probably will reopen the studio store. I hope they use that same signage. Yeah, you can see. This says, "Difficult to see. Always in motion is the future." I do as good of an impression of Yoda as the brother from E.T. does, which I love that scene in E.T. Actually, he probably does a lot better imitation. I think that's supposed to be Yoda. That's not Grogu. That's actually like old school Yoda there. Difficult to see. Always in motion is the future. I sound like I need a lozenge. Yeah, before long, this gift shop will be open too. And we'll be going through here. This will be the area for the lightning lane to watch the show. People will be all queued up right here. That'll be pretty exciting. I've seen a couple things that have been posted online about some of the stuff they're going to have in there. And I think it's going to end up being pretty good. I'd just be glad to be able to go back in another building here at Hollywood Studios. It's like Vacation Fun, an original animated short with Mickey and Minnie, is back reopened again. Now, many years ago, again, back in the MGM days, there used to be a radio station right here behind this wall. And they used to do live radio broadcasts whenever they have celebrities in town. They would come out here and interview them behind this wall. This has not been used in forever. I can't even tell you in the last couple decades, there hasn't been like drapes and curtains behind this that you can see in. But there's a lot of stuff that you can research. You can look online and see photos of people being interviewed inside there. It's kind of interesting that they haven't used it for anything. It's just all blocked off, but it has that retro vibes. Still has the glass right there, the glass blocks that make that up. It'd be kind of neat if they did something in here again. But you'd have people, that's probably why there is the railing here, because people would line up against here to try to get a peek at one of their famous favorite celebrities being interviewed behind there on the radio, on the Disney radio. Right in here used to be the little sound booth. Oh, they brought back the Potato Land. Potato Land. So good. All the photos here that you can get. Like when the exit's out over there, the show's going to exit out, but a lot of people will get their photo ops with this. As far as the new Mickey cartoons, I think Potato Land probably has to be mine and many other people's favorites. It's such a great episode. If you have to watch one of the new Mickey shorts that come out in the last few years, kind of the Ren and Stimpy hyper crazy Mickey, it's a different Mickey. It's a new school Mickey. But if I have to recommend one episode, watch the Potato Land one. It's freaking great. Bill Farmer is goofy in it, just awesome. But here's the potato. So if you watch that episode, then you can show back up and you can touch something else that 87 other people today have touched. A potato. Potato Land. I also wonder what they did with the sculptured heads that were in here. The Cosby one was the first one they got rid of, and then they got rid of the other 25 to 30 ones after. They used to be right in this section. Ah, yes, this is such a great show, the Frozen live show. Highly entertaining. I really recommend it. However, I recall it back in the day when the park first opened as Superstar Television. up these stairs. They don't use the stairs anymore. The entrance is around the other side. These stairs are just kind of here for looks. The stairs are not used for anything except maybe to have a seat, take a load off, and get your bearings back. But the entrance to the Frozen show is now around the other side. But when the park was first built, everyone used these stairs to go inside. But the stairs are just for decoration now. And it's just about time, like a minute or two away from my time frame, to go on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Right here at the Chinese Theater, which is an exact recreation of the one on Hollywood Boulevard. Grauman's Chinese Theater, Sid Grauman. Now it's called something else, but it's still a Chinese theater. Used to live in that neighborhood. It was always cool being able to walk by the real one and then coming here and seeing its exact recreation, scale for scale. There's a couple differences, like the fountains are in different places, and this over here, this right here is on the opposite side in SoCal. This little stand, this little information stand is on the opposite side in California. But other than that, it's pretty much the same, except for the handprints. You know, obviously the handprints are completely different here, but there's Goofy from '89, Ray Liotta from '95. There's that rumor that Ray Liotta never saw the movie Field of Dreams before he passed away, which I don't know if that's true or not. Kind of like that rumor that Harrison Ford never went on the Indiana Jones show, or not show, but the Indiana Jones ride at DCA. You never know if that stuff's true or not. But I could see Harrison not doing that, but I'm sure Ray Liotta probably saw Field of Dreams. I mean, come on. Yeah, it's weird that they just did away with all the handprint ceremonies. Probably because celebrities don't really come here anymore, so they don't really film anything anymore. Look at Roger Rabbit right here, opening day, May 1st, 1989. You got Steve Martin 2 years later. Just if there's any confusion, these are Steve Martin's feet. He wrote feet, and that's his feet prints right there. Gina Davis here from '92. Most of the last ones that are in here are from '92, '93, '89 to 91 to '92, '93. Here's Macaulay. Talking about Macaulay earlier. Here's David Copperfield. One day this is just going to disappear, but right now it's still here. He's going to make this disappear. Here's Regis Philbin right over here, and Kathy Lee Gifford. That's pretty cool. That was probably when they used to do the parades. Both of them would host the parade sometimes at Magic Kingdom. Maybe they did something over here as well. Easter egg on the way out. You got Walt Disney here, lover of trains. This is a train attraction. You got him on the Ernest S. Marsh. There's Walt right there. Disneyland train. All right. I think that was a successful day. Also, looks like they repainted the Maroon Studios, the Baby Herman, Jessica Rabbit, Roger Rabbit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit billboard up. It looks like it's been retouched up and repainted. Nice. Another Roger Rabbit Easter egg. There he is bursting through the blinds up there next to the Hollywood and Vine character dining. See him right there next to Eddie Valiant's office. You see him busting through the. Also, Imagineer Bob Weiss has a window right over there in the corner. Studio head Bob Weiss next to Roger Rabbit. All right, I think I'm going to get this Mickey Mouse ringer shirt right here. This is actually a size medium, so I probably won't be able to fit in this for a while, but if you ever see me wearing this, realize this is a size medium. Right now I'm wearing a large, but I'm trying to motivate myself to continue losing weight. I actually bought some new shorts yesterday that I have on here that are a 38 waist. I was at 42 a while back, then I started at 40s, and now I'm cramming myself into a 38 waist. Be kind of nice to keep going down, but yeah, buy smaller clothes, and it kind of helps with the motivation. So if you see me wearing this, it's a medium. Probably won't be for a couple more weeks, but yeah. Please help keep the city clean. Keep the city clean. It's time to clean the city. It's time to clean the city. It's time to clean. Old Tom Green. If you know, you know. One of the greatest Tom Green sketches from back in the day. Love early Tom Green. That is one of the funniest ones. It's time to clean the city. It's time to clean the city. A successful day at Hollywood Studios. Sound effects. That's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll test this footage out, edit it together, see how it looks. It's like I said, it's gonna take some serious getting used to with this gimbal thing. I'll give it a few days before I kind of write it off, but footage is looking pretty good so far. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video of the vlog. So everyone is coming in, right? Yeah, we go. Gimbal alert. Gimbal alert. The vlog is the vlog, sound effects included, is over.